Hello, everybody. Hi, we're back. This is not from the same brewery. This was definitely an impulse item because it's a ghost, which is like a kind of trendy type of beer. It's like a salty, kind of like fruity beer, but it says mezcal ghost. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like a beer, but also mezcal? Mezcal is like basically tequila. Not quite. Is it a type of tequila? I'm not sure. It's in the family of tequila. So it says lime tart refreshing beer, but mezcal is the word that's throwing me off. 5%. A bracingly sour, bright ghost-style ale with Vancouver Island sea salt, lime zest, and juice conditioned on mezcal oak to suggest warm Oaxacan beaches with salt-rimmed cocktail glasses with tiny umbrellas. So it might not actually have mezcal in it at all. So mezcal might be a type of oak. I don't know what's going on. 33 Brewing Experiment is the brewery. And it says, enjoyed best with friends, family, or solo, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. And has made me lower my expectations for what to be tasting. I feel like, based on that last sentence, I feel like I'm going to fucking vomit when I sip this shit. So, here we go. I'm going to see what's going on. It's not bad. It's kind of interesting, actually. It reminds me nothing of mezcal. And I bought it because it said mezcal, so... They should have different labeling, honestly, because it just seems like it's not what I was expecting at all. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost kind of like flowery. It has as much salt as like any other ghost. I kind of taste lime, but like... Yeah, it's interesting. It's weird. It's kind of like I just wasn't expecting that at all. Did I beat the boss in this area? Or no? Alright, I'm gonna look at the... No, I didn't. What am I trying to beat? Am I trying to beat the stone? Or did I beat that? That was number 6. And that's where I am. Alright, stone digger. Bang. Also, we've been streaming for a while. I haven't reset anything. Let me know if any of my audio is, like, out of sync. Because sometimes, depending on my setup or depending on what I'm doing, and I haven't used this computer to stream in, like, probably 2 or 3 years. Sometimes it'll, like, gradually desync over time, and I'm just kind of worried about that. So, let me know if this seems off. Probably shouldn't be. Probably should be fine, but I don't know. Yeah, sorry, Olivia. I'm trying to be more aware of that. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I should fix there. Seems fine? Okay. Because right now I have the... Maybe I should set the... I'm gonna have to look at my audio settings, honestly. Because I think I did this maybe slightly differently than the other stuff. Oh yeah, where was I in the story? Story time. Just give me a second here. Yeah. Is this a shortcut or is this where I came from? Secret passage. Does this go? It go down? Is this where I want to go for the boss, or this is where I want to go for loot and then come back for the boss? Nobody knows? Whatever. So yeah, main floor, where I want it to be. One floor up to the balcony. All the good seats were taken. We're fucked. And then, so we had to go another floor up to the balcony. And, you know, we didn't have the worst seats there. It was fine, but like, I don't know, seating at a Death Grip show. And as I was getting to the seats, I noticed, hey, all of these seats are numbered and lettered, right? We sat in like E2 and 1 or whatever, right? They could have easily sold those seats on the ticketing website in such a way where if you bought tickets expecting general admission in the stage, you wouldn't be confused because you would know that you're getting those seats up there, or be able to choose those seats up there and be able to like pre-select those seats up there, which would have been preferable. So there's no reason. The VIP seats, which was the first balcony, were ones that they sold on the website specific to that section, but everything else was just like general admission, and yeah, it didn't specify whether or not you'd be getting standing room, which is, I mean, the assumption when you buy general admission, or having to go all the way up to the nosebleed seats. So we get to the nosebleed seats, and it's not like the most nosebleedy seats of the nosebleed section. But it was kind of frustrating that we had to go up there. And I was just kind of like, you know, looking around, like kind of uncomfortable. Like, it's an interesting venue in the sense that it's big and it holds a lot of seats. And like, if I was seeing some sort of like classical concert or like maybe folk rock or something, you know, it would have worked well. But like Death Grip's, like, I want to be fucking noited, you know? Is this all there was to this area? Did I just go back? Oh wait, I want to go up here. No, because I went in here and I got an item, and then I guess I just leave. All right, going back. Yeah, I want to be noited. I want to see footage. Because I got the fever AA. And it goes. Yeah. Blow, 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 blow. Hot head. Anyway, get our seats. The one thing that I really liked about this venue is that you didn't have to really line up for alcohol. There were tiny little stations to buy alcohol everywhere. Everywhere. So no matter what section you were in, you didn't have to like go in some weird location. If you wanted a drink, you could get a drink pretty easily. They were expensive because it's a show. And so that was expected. But, you know, it was at least convenient. And being in the United States of America, they do something called free pouring where, you know, if you're from Canada, or I'm assuming they do this in the EU as well. rather than measuring the alcohol per ounce or per milliliter in a measuring cup or a it's called a jigger. Rather than measuring that, in the United States of America, they literally just go like, meh, whatever. And they want you to get more drunk, and they get more tips that way, and they don't care if they're giving you mostly vodka. And so, okay, I'm not going to repeat myself. Just ask Jay-Z, okay? Brush your shoulders off, and you'll figure out what you measure alcohol in. Anyway, I guess I'm going... Did I not just go here? Sorry. Let me just figure out where I'm going real quick. What? I'm just going to keep turning left. Ugh. Yeah, in the United States of America, bartenders and restaurants, they'll eyeball it. And they'll give you more than you paid for. Which is nice. I'm not complaining about that at all. But I will say, damn, that was a very strong drink. So, Cat BF likes vodka and sweet flavor. Fruity sugar fruit sugar flavor. And so I was, obviously wanting to get something for Cat BF. I was like, okay, well, can you make something with that? And I forget what she called it, but it was literally just vodka and Sprite and grenadine. Where do I go? This is where I came from. When I'm going down the elevator, look at the walls. Oh, should I jump off the elevator halfway? Okay. You say bitch drinks, I say diabetes. Oh, up there. Oh, really? Is that how I have to get to the boss? Wow. No wonder I didn't know. Damn it. So we got a very strong drink and some beers and overpriced water and the place, despite having ventilation, full capacity didn't mean as much as it should have. So, I could kind of tell that it was a, oh, really? Shit. I could kind of, ooh, that's not good. It does look just like me, thank you. I could kind of tell that it was kind of a petri dish that I might get some sort of disease. And I think that's where I got my COVID from. But I wouldn't find out until later. Where? Is it there? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to jump. Am I fucked? Oh, shit. God damn it. Alright, is it here? Turn and face this way. Right? There we go. Alright.
Nai how a dumb move. Wo shi ku mao. Wo zai hu and nai yu chai you high zai.
What does that mean in Japanese? Or Chinese? That is Chinese. I thought I saw a character that looked Japanese for a second, so I corrected myself. Once I realized that it was not. Anyway, I'm just trying to remember if there's anything that I'm missing in this story. What the heck? So, had a few drinks. You know, I was kind of pissed that knowing that it's a Death Grip show. So I saw Death Grips in Vancouver like 5 years ago. And it was at the Commodore Ballroom. Smaller venue, much smaller venue. And it's not like it's a... That was Japanese. And it's not like it's a venue like, oh, only small bands play there. Like, Commodore Ballroom... Vancouver's like a smaller city than Atlanta population-wise, and it's not like a ooh only small bands play there. It's not like a quiet, intimate show or anything, but it's not like a fucking orchestra house or whatever the fuck the Tabernacle's trying to be. So when I saw Death Grips 5 years ago in Vancouver, and it was fucking intense, and I was like, you know, it was literally the only... Oh god, do I have to go up there again? It was literally the only concert I've ever been to in my entire life where I had to tap out because it was so hot and I couldn't fucking breathe and I was like so out of energy and I was like, the crowd was so aggressive and like, damn, it was intense. I loved it. And I'm glad I tapped out because I got the last poster at the merch table. And it's a good poster. Oh, here we go. Boss doors. And then over here is nothing. So, how was I relating that to the... So I went to the Vancouver... I was mentioning the Vancouver show. Why did I just mention the Vancouver show? Oh, yeah. So, I knew that...
Subcome of hell.
I knew that before the band goes on, there's like 40 minutes or so of like an unreleased album of just instrumental stuff that they play before the show as like pre-show opening music rather than just having like stuff play over the radio. Thank you, literally the owner of Twitch, by the way. Much like their show 5 years ago, they played the, what was it, Jenny Death? When record? What was it called? I don't remember. It was some like instrumental thing. It was really interesting. And Fashion Week was the one like 5 years ago or something. And I really enjoyed that, and it was kind of cool waiting for the band and just having all that stuff. By the time we were in the show in Atlanta, even though we showed up like before the thing, like the artist wasn't on for this is not that valid of a complaint because we didn't show up until after it said doors. And I kind of knew that I would be missing part of that going into it, so Olivia cut out that part. The segue doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't follow through onto any sort of real criticism. Gmail in the restraining order? I don't remember. Anyway, so we're going to do this boss fight, and then I will continue the story, because there is more to say. Hold on. Jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time.
What is your favorite Death Grips album still, and why?
Ex-military, because it's the best. That's why. Oh, you're so weak. You're so weak.
Saw X.
Wick ass
More
bitch.
like Saw V out of X. Anyway, the table's flipped now. We've got all the coconuts bit.
Ow, why are you hurting me? Fuck. I'm gonna health myself. You're a nasty troll.
Oh, I you, Joe. Joe. Ooh, yo, hey.
What is a troll? That was fine. Now we got all the coconuts, bitch. I don't think I need Cool Cat to be louder, because I was able to understand what Cool Cat was saying over the boss. And the boss is always so much louder than everything else when the boss comes. So I think this is a fine volume for Cool Cat at the moment. My mind could be changed later, but I didn't hear anything about that encounter that needed me to change my mind, but all right, where was I going with this? So we just did Stone Troll. Now we're going to Tibia Mariner, which is number 17 on the map. There it is. I mean, somewhere in here, I guess.
What did you think of the twist in Saw X?
You're gonna have to wait for my review, is what I think. So part of what was stupid about the venue was not just the fact that they sold tickets in a way where, to the best of my knowledge, I, was not aware that there was a possibility that I would be in the nosebleeds showing up like 30 minutes before the show started, which sucked, but whatever. But also the fact that because of the lighting setup, and Olivia, remind me to send you footage of this because I literally just took some video of this and it was just so dumb. The lighting setup, when the band was out, there were lights that were just pointed at our eyes. And it's like, why are there lights pointing directly at our eyes? It's not like, if let's say you're in the crowd and there's like lasers that are like moving all over the place or something, and at one moment it hits your eye, it's like, okay, that's understandable. But there were lights that were just like pointed at our eyes, just flashing at our eyes. And it's like, okay, the band can't see that. Only we can see it because we're up at the top, and it's pointed directly at our eyes. And all it's doing is giving me a headache. It's making the show worse. If you wanted lighting of like, flashing atmosphere or something, cool. Why is it pointed at our eyes? Like, we're looking down at like downward angle, and then like above the stage, it's pointing right at our eyes. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Why would you have the lighting set up in that way? I'll show you the footage. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, who is that for? Who is that for? I don't understand. That's dumb. That's fucking dumb. Point it somewhere else. Point it at the fucking ceiling if you want some sort of like abstract, like, oh, that there's a flash. Like, it's not for the band. It's not for the crowd. It detracts from the experience. It's fucking annoying. It's stupid. All right, so I'm here. I guess I can just go to the entrance this way. Right? Which way? Here we go. Yeah, and it seemed like it's just set up there in the same way that it would be for every show, which just makes me confused why they would just have it set up in that way. It didn't seem like it was specific to the Death Grip show why those those lights were built into the infrastructure of the venue. It made no sense. It made absolutely no sense. It sucked, and you know, if you own the venue, just fucking go in one of those seats and try to enjoy one of those shows from those seats and see how it feels. And you'll be like, holy shit, we're making a mistake here. This doesn't make any sense. So that sucked. The performance was good. Not as good as it was in Vancouver 5 years ago. Who's on the drums? Zach Hill, is that his name? Obviously doing some fucking crazy... The Beast Eye Quivers? What does that mean? Am I getting invaded? What does that mean? What does that mean? What the fuck is this? Is that the boss? Can I horse it? I'm hoofing it. All right. Well, he can't get me up here, so... This is so stupid. What's going on? This is stupid. Okay, I'm pissed. This is insanely dumb. Up! Hoppa! Are you even doing damage?
$1.
No hit? What is a troll? I can't get the cap off. He had the most distinctive left. It's a reinterpretation. It's got the stickiness to it. Denied, sit down. You saw. I understood all of those references, and I even understood that it was supposed to be the Ursa at the end there. So, ulcerated tree spirit. Where's that? Have you been recommended other industrial hip-hop groups by fans of Death Grips or clipping like Techno Animal, Daylook, Backswash, or Rubber Room? I mean, I like clipping. Fringe Folk Hero's Grave or Stormvale Castle. There's two different ulcerated tree spirits. Which one do I do first? There's two different ones on the map. 25 and 26. And they are... I guess I'll do 25 and see what happens. Which is... Fringe Folk Hero's Grave. Like here? That one is not a boss. Which one's the boss then? Is 25 not a boss and 26 is? Because then I should go to 26. Stormvale Castle one is 26. Oh. Okay. It's so close to where I started. I took some notes in my phone talking about the venue because I knew that all the bullshit from them being like no fursuit head, which was expected and understandable, and then like no empty bottle of water, which is like why? Like come on. Let's see. And then just yeah, all the other bullshit. What was it called? Tabernacle, yeah. Yeah, they were still getting the line in past 8:30 p.m. even though the show was at 8 in the schedule. They were still doing setup and testing mics at 9:05 p.m. I was writing these notes like while I was in there. I was like, I'm so mad.
Hugo, just popping in to say, I hope you were having a good night.
Thank you.
Sparkling heart. Sparkles.
Thank you, Peach Tabby. Yeah, stupid light pointed at nothing but our eyes is one of my notes. Also, what sucks about being up top was not just like, you know, everybody stood up. I would have loved to have been in the pit and just like feel the show. That's really what I wanted after 11 days, like inside. after literally 11 days without leaving the house once. Unironically, no exaggeration, haven't left the house in 11 days. And I didn't realize it until I left the house. I was like, I'm outside? Why did I feel so depressed earlier? Okay, obviously this is why. That's what I really needed, was just to be like a part of the crowd and a part of the show and like dance around and, you know, just that whole thing. All right, wait, I'm here. What do I need to do for the... We're at 25 right now, right? Fringe Folk Heroes Grave. Where's that? The building is the grave. Okay. And eventually I was kind of, you know, I like the band. I like their performance for the most part. Not as good as the Vancouver show. Still great. Fucking awesome stage presence and everything. MC Riot is, you know, just fantastic. The mixing sucked up top, and I'm sure it wasn't terrible down in the crowd. But the speakers... when you fuck. The speakers for the nosebleed section, which we were forced to go up because we didn't know that we weren't supposed to show up 30 minutes before doors. Or sorry, before the show started in that window. We thought that our general admission seating would give us the seats where it said general admission. We didn't know. We didn't know. Honest mistake, but yeah, it's I didn't know the mixing would be so bad. And so even though like I knew the songs, do you want to just tell me in the chat? I don't understand where I'm going. Is this the building up here? No, that couldn't possibly be it, right? That doesn't make sense on my map. Or is that the building over there? No. Stay away from chariots? Okay, is this the building? That was the building. This was the building? Okay, type 1 if I'm supposed to go into this building that I'm looking at right now. Building at the south. Okay. All right, thank you. So yeah, the mixing sucked, and even though I knew the songs, it was kind of not as great of an experience for Cat BF, who he's only heard the songs like a couple times. And I could, even like as a person familiar with all of Death Grips' shit, the songs were kind of bleeding into each other in a way that, you know, on their albums don't, and as someone that went to their Vancouver show, didn't then either. So that was disappointing. Really not great audio quality. I was able to like jam along to it, but like was not really the experience that I wanted out of it. I gotta sit down. Hold on. Ugh. My legs are giving out. Ugh.
Hello and cool cat for you. The goal to boost Adam's popularity with the normies.
Thanks.
So, Adam, if you like the Flash, would you say yes or no? Thank you. My job here is done. Another suck. S-ful customer. Skied, Nathan Felder at New York.
Perfect. I will need a stone sword key. I have 2. So, ooh, I should level up. Where's the closest? Right here. I need 15,682, which is easy. There we go. Nope. One more. You need 2 keys for this one? Well, I just so happen to have 2 keys. They call me Stanley 2 Keys. All right. I guess Vigor, sure. Boo. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Anyway. Yeah, so disappointing. Oh, yeah, and what sucked about this is, like, you know, once we get in there, and it's like, okay, we got shit seats. I'm not up at the front where I thought I would be or wanted to be. I thought back to when we were in the line halfway to the front between where we started, and people were saying, $40 to skip the line, 75 to be upgraded to VIP reserve seating. If I knew what that meant, as in if I knew where I'd be sitting, I would have done it. I would have paid $40 to skip the line and get in where I wanted to be. I would have done that, but I had no idea. There was no indication that I would be in the nosebleeds despite having general admission. So the easiest way to make that clear to the consumer would just be to sell sections, which you should be able to do because you know the capacity of each section. So just sell sections instead of saying that general admission is also way up there. You can say that that's balcony or mezzanine or whatever you want to call it. You can just say that. Don't sell space that's shared between the main floor and way up at the balconies as general admission all as one thing, and not be clear about the fact that you have to show up super early if you don't want to get booted out of where you think you want to be for general admission, which is just so annoying. Yeah, I mean, obvious. Yeah, the seats were numbered and lettered. There's literally no reason why they couldn't have done that. Even if they didn't want to sell individual seats, they know what the capacity is. They could just sell 200 seats per section or whatever, however many numbers there are. Yeah, the vagueness is the point. It's probably the exact same reason why I was not allowed to bring in empty water bottles, why that was a policy, is because they just wanted to sell more shit. They wanted me to have to buy water. Wrong way. Okay, cool. Have I been here before? Where am I going? I don't know. I was exploring. Yeah, opens door, walks the other way. That's how fucking video games work. That's how they work. That's how they work. Because you want to collect shit before you go where you know you're supposed to go for the fucking story. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on shit to collect. That's how video games work. That's why I hate video games. See, this is why I fucking hate video games. Oh, shit! Shit! What the fuck? I hear something. Oh! Yeah, this is why I fucking hate video games. So yeah, mixing sucked. And you know what was really fucking weird about it? So, Death Grips, as a band, they have a they have a certain mystique and allure to them, which is why they never do interviews. Which is why they did one interview, realized it was cringe, and then never did another one. And I don't consider it to be cringe, but you know, apparently they did, and they want to be more mysterious, and you know, they want to like pretend they're serial killers or something. Throughout the entire show, they never do a single like, "What's up, Atlanta?" They never do like, "Hey, this is the drummer. Here's our names." They literally just show up, fucking noise, blah 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 blah, and then they leave, and that's it. Nobody in Atlanta fucking cheered for an encore, and I'm so fucking disappointed. All of you people, you all just left. You all left immediately. You cleared out like there was a fucking fire. You cleared out like there was a shooter. Nobody cheered for, nobody even tried to cheer for an encore. You people are fucking pathetic. And my boyfriend thinks that maybe it's a Canadian thing. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, and that like people in America just don't do that. I don't know. In Vancouver, there was an encore. You know, when you go to a music show, it's dumb, but they pretend to leave, and you go, one more song, and if they hear you, they come back out and play like fucking 3 more songs. That's how music shows work. Americans 100% encore? I have no idea. It's fucking like 1,000 people, not one person was like, woo, like, and I was like, what? And everybody just left. Everybody left immediately. And not only did everybody leave immediately, but during their last song, I was still, like, I bought, like, 3 drinks. Like, a water and, like, 2 alcoholic beverages. Thinking that there would be more songs. And they sold me those drinks at the venue. And then I was, like, immediately the show ended, and then, like, everybody just disappeared like they were fucking vaporized. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, chug these, right? So I'm just kind of, like, hanging out in this, like, empty establishment, trying to drink my drinks. Shocked that they would sell me them this late into the set list if that's what they knew that they were doing. Like, if I'm at a baseball game, they cut off, like, what, 9th inning or something? 7th inning? They like, won't sell you anything past that point. You know, I might want something. I have that complaint about baseball games. But at least you know you're not going to be left there. Like, they're not going to be like, hey, get out of the venue while you're, like, trying to finish your drink. And in this case, they were, like, kicking us out. But I had, like, 2 gigantic drinks that they sold me right then. I was like, I didn't know the show was ending. Here we go. Thanks. Be wary of left. What does that mean? Oh. What? Yeah! Oh. Oh, shit! It's fine. I guess I should wait for it to go up and not down at this point. Anyway, we finished the concert, and I'm shocked because not only did everybody clear out in like a fucking instant, but outside after the show even. It's like a fucking ghost town. I'm like, what the hell? This is like downtown Atlanta. Why are people like... I don't know if the police told everybody to leave or like it's so weird how like lame everybody was. How long did Death Chris play for? Like probably an hour and a half at least. I could check the time codes on my phone for when I was recording how empty the place was, but yeah, there were like a couple stragglers like outside the venue or whatever, people like saying hi, asking for pictures and shit, which was cool. Again, shocked with how much crossover there was. Oh shit! You fuck! Ah! How? You changed the rules on me! You changed the rules now! What's the last call for drinks in Atlanta? It's like 1:30 a.m. in Seattle, which is pretty early. Well, after the concert, we wound up going to a gay bar. And that was pretty cool. Didn't take any video there because it said on the walls that you shouldn't take video. Because I guess everybody that goes to a gay bar in Georgia is probably like in the closet. But it was cool. And it was actually like really interesting because I've been to a lot of gay bars. But Atlanta is a very surprisingly gay city. Like it's a very, very gay city for like a major city. It's very gay. Particularly. But Atlanta is like one of the only places where I've seen a lot of gay black guys. Ah! And it seems like there's a lot of social stigma in the black community around the idea of being gay. And I think it's a lot harder for people to like come out. Because it's not only just like, oh, being gay is bad, but it's also like you're betraying your culture or something. You have to have this like hyper masculine, like, you know, I'm a badass, like I'm a fucking, you know, whatever. Like, I'm pushing it? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's true. Ow, god damn it! Fuck! I survived? What? Oh yeah, there's a ton of Christians in Atlanta. I guess the fall damage didn't count the second time. I want my shit. No! Damn it! Fuck! Should have taken it. I thought that they would go down for just as long. I thought it would go down for just as long. How did I survive that? Because the game counted it as one fall instead of two. I was still falling. I was still falling from the first time is what happened. Anyway, it was really cool and comforting and just a nice experience to go to a gay bar in Atlanta where there's black gay people, and there's a lot of them, and they seem comfortable and like free to express themselves, and it's a very different feeling for me, because it's not like Vancouver is like white, but it's not black. Right? It's a lot of Asian people, it's a lot of Indian people, and you know, even in Toronto, and like even in like everywhere else I've been, like I'd go to a bar, go to a gay bar. There's not as many like gay black people as there are in Atlanta. And so it was just like a refreshing, like, oh fuck, like, you know, there's like a sanctuary, there's like a place for like these people to exist, which was really nice to see. And it fucking sucks knowing just like how many of these people are like in the closet. And like leading double lives, you know, which is like unfortunate when it's just like, it's just people. It's literally just people. They're people like any other people. They're just people. Anyway, had some fun. Was able to play some pool, and then holy fuck, I forgot I was in America, and I ordered a double gin and soda, and I should have ordered a single gin and soda, because what they gave me was so strong. Like, my boyfriend was telling me, it's not just, oh, the meme of free pour in the United States. It's particularly excessive in gay bars, is what he was saying. He's like, oh yeah, Atlanta gay bars, they'll put a lot of liquor in your drink. And so it's like, take what is already excessive, which is the United States of America free pouring, and then add on top of that what someone who already lives in America thinks is excessive on top of that. So I ordered, like, in a tall glass, I ordered a double gin and soda. What I got was like fucking, I don't know, like 6 or 7 shots of gin. Like, I don't know. You can tell it's paused because the audio of the character is still as close. Yeah, there we go. No? There we go. All right. What is free pour? It means they don't measure it. That the bartenders are just fucking making it up. And, yeah, we go there, had some fun, and, played some pool, and then came back. And I think that was it for that night. I got like kind of drunk, cause holy shit. Oh yeah, so they I ordered a double gin and soda, and it was in a tall glass, right? I asked for a tall glass, and they gave it to me. I was like, it was like undrinkable, and it was a good gin too. It was like Tanqueray. It wasn't like the shittiest gin ever. I was like, and so I like asked the bartender after. I was like, can you give me a second tall glass of soda? And so I just like got the tall glass of just soda, and then just did this for a while until they were evenly mixed. And then I had 2 tall, incredibly strong drinks that were drinkable. And I drink a lot. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, my virgin tongue, I don't know what a strong drink is. It was like, what the fuck? How do you do this every day? And what was actually also crazy, so the Death Grip show was on a Tuesday, and the bar, because America and Georgia, they have so much fucking space and it's cheap land. Like even in like it's nowhere near the housing crisis that we have in like Vancouver or Toronto. So like even in the city of Atlanta, it's a bunch of land that like businesses can operate and have huge businesses. And most of the people at the bar, because it was a Tuesday night at like midnight, 1 a.m, most of the people at the bar were like people that worked there. And it was just like, I had to figure it out. I was like, oh, is everybody like that's just wearing underwear? Is they're just like paid to be here? I was like, yeah. And there were like people like dancing on the fucking bar and shit. It was like 90% staff and like maybe 5 patrons, but they're still in business and it works because the rent's so cheap. And just like there's just, I don't know, like the infrastructure in America is just so radically different. You could not have a place like that in Vancouver. You could not have a place like that in Vancouver. It would like go out of business immediately. The Tabernacle is downtown Atlanta. Yeah. We went a little bit further away from the Tabernacle to go to this gay bar. But it wasn't that far. It was like a 10-minute drive. It was still in Atlanta. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna pee. BRB. I'm gonna take a little break. Tokyo Gay Bar. Nice old beam. I almost forgot about it. Thank you.